What's up, everybody? And a little bit late on this one, but welcome to my Impact Wrestling Against All Odds review. Now, I probably wasn't even going to do a review on this, but given the circumstances on that show, and I'm very shocked to see what happened on here, very genuinely shocked. I didn't really expect some things happening, and it was a really good show overall. I thought it was best to come and kind of talk about it for a second. So let's get right into it, huh? I did see a little bit of the pre-show. I missed the first match. I know that where were they in Columbus, Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. I know the pre-show match was what Kylan King versus Nevaeh. I haven't seen Nevaeh in Impact for a couple years, but given that she is from Ohio, she did make a return here. Kylan King got the win. I just saw a couple clips from it. Next was Joe Hendry versus Dirty Dango for the digital media title. Santino was on commentary. I like the new Dango right now. It's not the same dancing Dango or the whole police cop, even though I did like Joe Hendry song making fun of him. But I like this whole stand up black and white. Maybe it's the delivery of his lines, I guess, but the way he's just like trying to pull in like a somewhat of a cornet in a way, just shooting on the business and what's wrong with the business and talk about fans and the 4 extra large t-shirts and why would I want a toy belt. Like, I'm like, good, at least he's self-aware of what's going on and he's doing something different as a heel and changing up his gimmick instead of just like a lot of other guys that just get fired from WWE and or release and kind of keep going back with the same gimmick. It's not going to work all the time. Sometimes you have to reinvent yourself, and we've seen that with people. Steve Macklin, for an example. But it's we'll get to him later on. But I'm starting to like the new Dango. At least it's different. Hendry did end up getting the win though, with his finisher, so he still did retain the title. I feel like it's going to keep continuing. Frank Kazarian went against Eddie Edwards. Very good match. Very good opener for the official match of the night. I did enjoy it. Kazarian did get the win over Eddie, so he ended up kind of like dodging the sunset flip and just kind of sitting on him then, and got the win. So I did enjoy that match. Bullet Club, Chris Bay and Ace Austin went against the Good Hands. I didn't really think the Good Hands are gonna get the win. Then again, Impact's tag team division, like who's really in the tag team division unless it's somebody from a different company? Because I can't even name you all the tag teams in Impact right now, other than Ace and Bay and the Good Hands, and I really don't know who else is a tag team unless it's a makeshift team. Like really, somebody name me all the tag teams in Impact, right? Because I feel like they're not there, like or they're from a different company. So I don't know. I did like the match. I did like the finish, especially with Ace like kind of doing like a big like what Hurricane Rana off the top rope, running into one of the Good Hands, and then Ace hitting not Ace, but what like he threw like Hurricane Rana him off, and then Chris Bay hit the Art of Finesse, and then Ace came back with the fold for the win. So I did enjoy that match, but I kind of wonder like where are the other tag teams though? The Good Hands, at least I could say they're getting a push even with Brian Myers, so at least I did enjoy that. Masha Slamovich went against Killer Kelly in a dog collar match, which I have to say, this was some brutal stuff. Them choking each other out with the chain, hanging and whatnot. This was some brutal stuff, and I was actually surprised there was no blood in this. Like there was literally no blood. I thought it was a very brutal match, and they beat the hell out of each other, which was really good, um, and whatnot. So I did like it a lot. But yeah, Masha did get the win though. Was it with the snowplow? I think it was. Or like I think it was like a fisherman suplex for the win. So she had to like just wrapping the chain around her neck. Masha did kind of show her respect right after, but like what, kind of like just pat her on the forehead and stuff. So very brutal stuff. I was just surprised there was no blood. Chris Bay went against Trey Miguel for the X Division title, a rematch from Under Siege from a couple weeks ago. Obviously, they kind of went with the same spot in a way with the whole spray can thing, which, Saban was able to get rid of the first one, but, he had a second one waiting, Trey Miguel. This was really good. Saban, got some water, tried to get out of his eyes, even hit a Styles Clash after that, which was pretty cool. He did that. And then he ended up getting a cradle shock for the win. I wasn't really surprised Saban won here because I'm like, well, I don't think he's going to lose again after he just lost to Miguel back in Under Siege. So I kind of figured he was going to get the win here again. So Saban got the win. Next was the 8-4-1 match. Basically, how this match works is like this. It's an 8-man tag. Then it's like a fatal 4-way elimination, or is it eliminate? Yeah, fatal 4-way elimination until it gets to the final person. And the teams was this: Nick Aldis, Jonathan Gresham, Bully Ray, and Heath versus Moose, PCO, Rich Swan, and Speedball Mike Bailey. Just got back from Japan, by the way, after being the best of Super Juniors tournament. Hell of a run he had over there at the time, like about a month ago. So that was really good stuff from him. But Aldis and the team did get the win. They got the first win to get him out of there on a Swan and whatnot. So Gresham got it, but when the Fatal 4-Way came in, I know everybody started going up for Bully Ray, and then they hit the what's up on him then, which then everybody started brawling with each other, and then, Bully Ray kind of got the upper hand then, but after that, Scott D'Amore, which I think this is quite funny, because this dude was put through a flaming table 2 weeks ago. Let me remind you, 2 weeks ago, who was put through a flaming table, who honestly should have been gone for maybe a month or maybe two, but he's back in 2 weeks. Scott D'Amore, they make this guy look strong, really strong for an authority figure sometime. Just hitting Canadian destroyers on everybody and stuff, but 2 weeks, comes with a chair, argues with Bully Ray, and Scott, and, Bully said, come on, hit me with the chair, in which, he did hit him with the chair, and, they kept brawling in after that. He ended up being taken out of it at this point. Like I said, it's a fatal 4-way then. But what Aldis and Heath were going at it, and then Aldis, he ended up hitting like a Texas clover leaf onto on Heath then, which he ended up tapping out. So at Slammiversary in the main event, Nick Aldis will be going there, which I wasn't really surprised by that. And I think it'll probably be a match with Bully Ray and Scott D'Amore at Slammiversary now that I think about it too. But man, 2 weeks after Flaming Table, and it's just, wow, just back like it's nothing. Like not even a month or two. 2 weeks. Insanity. Next was Trinity and Deonna Purrazzo versus Giselle Shaw and Savannah Evans. A good tag team match, which I wasn't really surprised who won here. Deonna ended up getting a roll-up win from out of nowhere, I think onto Savannah Evans, and got the win. I know the heels tried to attack after, but Trinity got the save because it will be Trinity versus Deonna Purrazzo at at Slammiversary for the Knockouts Championship. I think what's weird about this, and I had asked this question, like, whatever happened to Tasha Steelz? Like, Tasha Steelz literally came back and feuded with Shaw and crew, especially over Savannah Evans turning. And now Tasha Steelz has kind of disappeared again. So I don't know whatever happened to Tasha Steelz. Like, she was there, then she just left and was out again. So don't know what's really going on with that. OVE, well, the return of OVE, I say in full force. Jake Chris did come back in Under Siege, and now Madman Fulton. Gotta say he's in better shape now. Went against the Design, Diener, Alan Angels, and Khan. Listen, this was a hell of a brawl right here, but just kind of funny because we literally just saw a brawl street fight literally 2 weeks ago in the main event of their Plus shows, and now we got another one with like thumbtacks and barbed wire and what else? Staple guns and Chris in like a big like damn near cutter midair onto Angels and ladders and all this crazy brawling stuff. Okay, just insanity things. Just it was a massacre out there. The crazy thing about this match, there was literally no blood somehow, which we saw a bloody brawl like 2 weeks ago in the main event in a street fight with PCO and Macklin, and they was bleeding buckets, but no body bled here, surprisingly. A good brawl. Sammy ended up getting his baseball bat, and then hitting Diener in the face, and then hitting like a pile driver on like a barbed wired board, and OVE won. I actually thought maybe somebody was gonna betray him because I'm surprised OVE is back together, especially Fulton and Chris, because last time we even saw Fulton was Callahan was doing his like Watchdogs gimmick with the hacker stuff, and he just kind of left Madman Fulton, and then he left him, and then Ace had him, and then he left him, so he just kind of disappeared until now. So maybe with some of OVE we can see what happens. Something new will happen with them, because I did like OVE a couple years ago in their Impact, so I like Jake Chris. I thought he was gonna go somewhere, but then he just kind of disappeared then after that. But in the main event, we did get Alex Shelley versus Steve Macklin for the Impact World Title, which I'm very surprised by this. And it was a great main event and all. And I know Macklin ended up in the KIA, but Shelly's foot was on the rope. I know there was like a metal, what was it, like supposed metal from the turnbuckle. Shelly trying to go for the Border City stretch. Fulton got out of it, but Shelly ended up hitting Macklin onto like the exposed turnbuckle, got the super kick, and then a shell shock for the win. I was very surprised Macklin lost right now. Like, he just got the belt at Rebellion nearly like over a month and a half ago in April. And I really didn't expect Shelly. No, it wrong. I was very surprised, and I'm glad Shelly won because what did they kept playing up? Like, it finally took, what, 20 years for him to get a world title? Because hell, like, and they had the Motor City Machine Gun stand tall at the end, and Kazarian, because, TNA legends, I should say, out there. Um, I really believe Macklin was going to have a long title reign. Honestly, I thought he was going to Slammiversary to face Aldis, but now it'll be Alex Shelley versus Nick Aldis for the world title. So I was genuinely surprised by this. I don't know what's going on or what the story or something's happening out of this, and I like Alex Shelley. I just didn't really believe he was actually going to win here. I was genuinely surprised by this. And, both the Motor City Machine Guns now stand tall with gold in their hands. So, they're doing big things right now. Won the world champion, won the X Division. Hell, Saban was world champion like 10 years ago within this company. And, just them celebrating with Kazarian. Like I said, it's a feel-good moment. It was very surprising. I think the crowd didn't even know how to take it at one point. But I believe will probably be a rematch with him and Macklin. But I did not really I didn't think Steve Macklin was going to lose here. I'm like, it's too early to be ending his title reign like this. Like, I really believe that. But he lost, so yeah, I'm really was surprised by that. But I was glad to see Shelly finally win the big one after this long. Like I said, the guy never been a world champion, so I was just glad to see him have it. I'm just so used to seeing the Guns tag with each other so long at this point. And like I said, Saban's been a singles guy. They both had singles thing before X Division, but Saban has been a world champion. But yeah, like I said, now both Motor City Machine Guns on top of the world right now as singles champions. So we'll see what happens going into Slammiversary. But very shock main event. Got to say that. But comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Hood9890. Like this video, hit the notification bell. So yeah, other than that, that's all I really got to say about Against All Odds. So yeah, I'll see y'all then, and peace out.